Was good. It's day 23. Um, Want to know what's on my mind today? Thinking about servitude. What it means to be a servant. I think of actors. They're um, they're big time stars, and everyone loves them for their role that they play to the community to entertain us by showing art through uh, playing different characters and roles on stage. But at the end of every show, they bow. And I remember the first times I ever stepped on stage. And it was as a kid, performing, whether it be drama or singing or being a part of the band. But it was always in a role where we came to ensure a certain standard was met in terms of an experience being given to the audience, congregation, or whoever it would that would come to take us in. Even when I was in high school, I was a part of a vocal group. We go around and sing. Wintertime we got gigs and go around and sing carols and shit. And it was vocal jazz. It was cool. Shout out Magnetics. But I know now that uh, there's kind of been a clear division between people who entertain because they want to serve and then people who entertain for the money. And what ends up happening is the people who want to serve more need more money in order for them to serve. But they can't do things without an infrastructure. You can't even feed the homeless without the infrastructure of tables and whatever, soup and whatever, all these things to feed them. That's just the reality. So on any level, money is always necessary. It's just a transparency or a brand or something is needed to be shown. Normally, transparency doesn't always work because people don't get the ins and outs of a corporation or any type of organization or entity and how they do things for them to serve, right? So a lot of that stuff, they don't really educate the crowd about that, so the crowd just is left with the pizzazz of the show. But what's happening now, the audience has access and is starting to more and more have access to the information that allows the entertainers to serve. So more and more people are able to become actors by themselves, and they in a sense are able to entertain themselves by the art form of being an actor versus admiring people taking part in the art form. Now I feel that there's going to be a shift because art is no longer going to be there's no longer going to be a division of you are artistic, meaning you had access. No, I think everyone's going to have access and everyone's art is just going to thrive, and it will now be about who's making the most innovative things with their art, with their expression. So yes, we see actors now taking advantage of their own infrastructure and making vlogs and own shows where they're acting multiple characters and they're pushing their own thoughts on society and everything. And in a sense, I guess that's even what I'm trying to do here. Not a lot of people agree with all my thoughts, but at least there's some entertainment value and some pieces for everyone to take home, even if they don't agree with everything that's being said throughout the video. because that's just the reality. Not everybody's gonna agree, but I want at least everybody to be a part of the conversation, you know. Um, but yeah, throughout all the different industries, I feel if now access and as access begins to spread, we're gonna see the greatest ideas begin to thrive, and um, yeah, it's gonna be a very very cool age, but it's gonna be some destruction first. That's the sad thing about it. It's gonna be some tears first. Like you remember how the recession was, man. That shit was sad. You know, a lot of people couldn't handle it. And it's gonna be something like that, but worse, because it's gonna be a depression, and it's gonna be worse than the Great Depression. But you could see it coming. Like everyone should have been seeing it coming and should have started being nice to motherfuckers, because that's really like the only way you'll survive this is if you've been nice to people. If you've been asshole to motherfuckers, they ain't gonna fuck with you, man. But that's someone who's expecting me to be nice to them. So I'm gonna end this and go be nice to some people right now. Sorry.